I'm Alex Thompson, and let me tell you, I've got a story that'll make your blood boil. For over 3 decades, I worked as a geological engineer, specializing in keeping hillsides from turning into deadly avalanches of mud and rock. You learn to spot trouble a mile away: weak soil, poor drainage, the kind of stuff that doesn't care about your pretty backyard. So when I retired a couple years back and spotted this house on Oakwood Lane, I wasn't charmed by the cozy porch or the updated kitchen. No, it was the rugged retaining wall hugging the backyard hillside that sealed the deal for me. Built back in 1982 after some nasty slides the previous winter, it was a beast of concrete and rebar, angled just right to shunt water away and hold back tons of earth. Ugly as sin, sure, but it screamed reliability. It took me back to a job I did in Texas in 2005, where a similar setup saved a whole subdivision from washing away in a freak storm. That wall wasn't just a feature. It was a silent guardian, the kind of engineering that saves lives without fanfare. The neighborhood seemed like a dream for a guy like me. Quiet, tree-lined streets, folks in their golden years sipping coffee on patios, houses dating back to the 70s. The Evergreen Heights HOA looked harmless at first glance, all about neat lawns and no garish paint jobs. I'd dealt with them before. They nitpick over mailbox colors, but usually stay out of real structural stuff. But something felt off from the start, like they were more obsessed with curb appeal than common sense. Boy, was that an understatement. Barely a month in, I'm knee-deep in unpacked boxes when this fancy envelope shows up from the HOA. Gold embossed letterhead, all official. I figured it was a welcome note. Instead, it's a demand. Tear down that unsightly retaining wall within 30 days or face fines. It violates their precious visual harmony rules. Signed by Victoria Langford, the HOA president. I stared at it, thinking it had to be a mix-up. This wall wasn't some DIY eyesore. It was the only thing stopping a catastrophe during the next downpour. I called right away, explaining the basic slope stability, erosion risks. The receptionist was polite but unyielding. The boards decided it disrupts the hillside's natural flow. Natural flow? That was code for "we like it pretty, not practical." She set me up to meet Victoria the next week. I dug in, pulling old county records, soil maps, rainfall data. The covenants were laser-focused on flowerbed heights, but fuzzy on safety. Thursday rolls around, and I head to their office in a nearby plaza. Victoria's exactly what you'd picture: mid-50s, sharp suit, walls plastered with awards for community enhancement. She launches into a spiel about property values and shared sacrifices before I can even sit. "Mr. Thompson, that wall might serve a purpose, but it clashes with our vision. Our consultants say removal won't affect stability." I slide over my folder: diagrams, reports, everything. She barely glances. I'm no expert, but I trust ours. Deadline stands. Her eyes said it all. Facts be damned if they ruin the view. I left fuming, knowing this was headed for war. At my age, I didn't want drama, but picturing neighbors' homes buried in mud? Some fights pick you. I didn't back down. Photographed every inch of the wall, measured it top to bottom, drafted a report on why it was vital. County archives confirmed it was permitted in '82 for erosion control. I fired back a formal appeal, demanding a full board hearing, loaded with tech jargon to make my case ironclad. Their reply? Denied. Deadline slashed to 2 weeks, $150 daily fines, and they'd remove it themselves if I didn't, billing me. That lit a fire. Through an old colleague, I connected with Sophia Reyes, a reporter who sniffed out HOA scandals like a bloodhound. Over coffee, I laid it out. Her eyes narrowed. "This smells like favoritism. Same contractors popping up? Let me poke around." Things escalated fast. The HOA sends their experts. 2 guys poke at the wall for 20 minutes, no real tests, then declare it unstable and claim yanking it would enhance natural drainage. Bull. Pure cover for demolition. Final notice: they'd bulldoze Monday, tab $9,500 to me. I called lawyers, engineers, everyone said fighting in court would drag on. Wall gone by then. Sunday night, I stared at that wall, thinking of the engineer who built it decades ago. They got it right. These fools were about to unleash hell for a prettier slope. Monday dawned stormy, fitting the mood. Trucks roar in at 7:30 bulldozer, dumpers, crew. Foreman knocks, apologetic. "Orders, sir." Stay inside. I begged one last call to Victoria. Voicemail. Demolition was brutal jackhammers shattering concrete that had held firm for 40 years. By lunch, it was rubble, hillside bare and seeded with grass. Looked nice, but I saw the doom. Water now carving straight down, soil softening already. Sophia swung by Friday, photos in hand. Alex, 3 other homes forced into upgrades last year all by the same outfit that wrecked yours. Rain was coming, a big Pacific soaker, for inches in 48 hours. Tuesday, it starts gentle, builds to a torrent by Wednesday. I paced, radar on loop. At 2:37 a.m. Thursday, a thunderous groan rips me from sleep, the hill giving way. Mud and boulders surge down, slamming 4 homes below mine. Mine's okay, up high, but the devastation? Cars entombed, yards obliterated, streets a swamp. Neighbors stumble out in robes, shell-shocked. Then my phone buzzes. Victoria. Satisfied, Mr. Thompson? Your tampering caused this. Our lawyers are blaming your illegal changes. Rage hit like the slide. What changes? Your crew did this 6 days ago. I've got proof. She doubled down. Records show unauthorized mods weakened it. Lies, all to dodge blame. I hit the ground running, door to door with evidence packets. Most listen misses. Larson, her backyard ruined after 25 years here, was livid. We've never seen this before. But a vocal minority, led by newcomer Greg Wilkins, parroted HOA lines. Professionals know best. Must be a fluke. The emergency meeting was a powder keg. Packed hall, reporters lurking. Sophia's doing. Victoria opens with fake empathy, trots out their phony engineer with slides pinning it on my alterations. My rebuttal? Original permits, photos, timeline. Wall down Monday, slide Thursday. If removal improved things, why the disaster? The room erupted. Questions flew. Their guy squirmed. Vote for board ouster? Overwhelming yes. But Victoria wasn't quitting. Sophia's bombshell hit 3 days later at her cluttered office. It's corruption, Alex. Over $250,000 in 3 years to one contractor. Victoria's sister's husband owns it. Emails nailed it. Victoria's scheming for need 2 big jobs this quarter. That wall's ideal, but safety spin needed. The engineer? Bogus creds, company stooge. Her front page takedown. HOA kickbacks triggered deadly slide, ignited chaos. DA probes, suits, board recall. Victoria slaps me with a defamation threat. My lawyer scoffs. Truth wins. A crew guy confesses. We flagged risks. They buried it. Criminal trials are route mails. Testimony seal her fate. Guilty on fraud, endangerment, 6 years prison. Civils bankrupt her, force payouts to victims. Reforms ripple, tighter HOA oversight, real engineer checks. New board, led by steady ex-professor Ethan, hires legit pros. $350,000 rebuild, upgraded wall, biodrains, prettier and tougher. I advised gratis. Dedication ceremony? Healing triumph. But scars linger. Stress wrecked my quiet retirement. Neighbors split. Some hail me, others avoid. 2 years on, anonymous note. I was wrong. Sorry. Victoria's scrawl. Looking back, it's a gut-wrenching tale of greed over safety, where one voice sparked justice. Expertise means nothing without backbone. Corruption festers in silence. Now the hill holds, but at what cost? We rebuilt stronger, proving communities can crush rot when they unite. What do you think? Should HOAs have unchecked power over your property, even if it risks lives? Or are they just glorified bullies hiding behind rules? Ever battled 1-on-1? Or lost? Drop your wild stories below, smash that like if this fired you up, and subscribe for more real-life showdowns that expose the truth.